Ako si Mark Lopez and my program is Pugad Vloggers, aired every Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. sa Radyo Bandido TV simulcast on 𝗕𝗹CE 8:10 a.m. sa Sky Cable Channel 224 TV Plus boxes and on free-to-air TV. Also sa facebook.com 𝗕𝗹CE 8:10 a.m. and our official YouTube channel.
Pugad Vloggers, ako rap titirisin, sa loob sa bayan wawalisin, walang sasantuhin. Ang saya-saya, nakakabaliw, kasama natin ang tropa. Pugad Vloggers, Pugad Vloggers.
Yun. O ba'y nadidinig? Alright. Magandang gabi po mga kababayan. Ayan. Good evening everyone. Hope you're in the Mark Lopez on the Thursday night, August 24. You know. So, bago po ang lahat, we are being simulcast on the Sky Cable Channel 224 to the Plus boxes, 𝗕𝗹CE at free-to-air TV and digital TV 29. Ayan. And we are also being live stream po ngayon sa Facebook via 𝗕𝗹CE 8:10 a.m. Radyo Bandido Facebook channel and also sa YouTube via 𝗕𝗹CE 8:10 a.m. Radyo Bandido YouTube channel. And syempre po, kung meron kayong smartphone o tablet, i-download nyo lang po yung mga apps like Streama, TuneIn, and Radio Garden app para mapakinggan nyo ang Pugad Vloggers ito pang programa ng 𝗕𝗹CE 8:10 a.m. So magandang gabi at mga kababayan, kumusta na kayo? Kumusta na ang ating bansa po ngayon na tayo ay mag-host ng FIBA World Cup? Ito ay isa sa mga pinakaabangan at pinaka-exciting na sporting event. Itong FIBA World Cup, mga kababayan. And alam nyo kanina, medyo nadali ako ng traffic. Matindi ang traffic and I was really hoping, ang una kong naalala po talaga kagad is itong ang FIBA hosting natin. Itong FIBA hosting natin, I'm so worried lang na, with the traffic kanina na experience ko in front of NAIA Terminal, dyan sa Nicos, yung sa ilalim, yung in front of NAIA Terminal 3 and Resorts World Manila, yung ilalim po niyan, 500 meters lang yung tinatakbo ko, papasok doon sa Skyway ramp, 1 oras po ako. 1 oras mga kababayan. And I am seeing even yung mga vehicles inside NAIA Terminal 3 na palabas, na nag-jam na po doon sa kanilang pinalulungang na ramp. So, sabi ko, naku, bukas na ang FIBA World Cup and I'm sure nagdadatingan na yung mga contingent, nagdatingan na, and marami na ako nakikita in social media of traffic na binabalaan about traffic and all the things, and I also am hoping na yung mga accommodations natin, yung mga hotels natin are also, yung mga pagtutuloyan po ng ating mga bisita, itong mga players, athletes, the delegates, yung mga officials, coaches. And syempre, alam nyo, pag FIBA World Cup, bawat national team po nakasali. Alam nyo, meron niyang may entourage yan ng mga fans, may mga bit yan, may mga talaga namang nagpaplano ng kanilang mga calendar schedule dito sa FIBA. Talagang tinataon po nila kung saan po ang FIBA World Cup gaganapin. Pupuntahan po ito ng mga fans nito, mga national team. So I'm sure dagsa po ang mga turista sa atin ngayon. And I'm really hoping that, I hope that our country is prepared. Naisip ko rin nga kanina, Diyos ko, August kasi sa ibang bansa po, August ay summer. So this is like, usually, ang Olympics, ganitong buwan din, host yan na ginaganap din. Because in other countries in most of the Western world, this period is like summer vacation time sa mga nila, no? And dito sa atin naman, baliktad. So this is, the onset, or this is actually the kasagsagan ng typhoon season. So sana lang, let's keep our fingers crossed na, in that 2 weeks that we will be hosting FIBA, I'm hoping that everything will turn out fine and for the betterment natin. But yun nga, kanina traffic and yung mga hotels dyan, dapat yan ma-check natin or maano natin. And I think we have a caller ngayon who would like to discuss an issue with the hotel there in Makati na I think mukhang may problema, no? And supposed to be like one of the hindi naman ito yung 5-star. I don't think this is a 5-star hotel, but still, with the onset of the mga turistang parating ngayon and dumating na sa ating bansa, I'm sure every hotel in our country, especially here in Metro Manila, I think fully book ang mga hotels ngayon, and nakakahiya naman kung hindi tayo prepared, di ba? So let's hear from our caller. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Lopez. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Po?
good evening. Oo. I've been discussing about yung ating country will be hosting the FIBA World Cup. This is the Basketball World Cup. And we're in national teams from 32 countries will be participating in this very prestigious tournament, and kanina sinabi ko nga, I experienced something na medyo horrifying in terms of yung how we will welcome our delegates, our visitors, our players here, kasi kanina traffic, and sabi ko nga isa sa mga concern natin is yung ating hotel and hospitality industry, that I am hoping that they are ready. But you want to tell me or you want to relay something about a problem or a concern that you have?
Yes po sana. At saka sa mga kapugad na nakikinig at nanonood.
Oo, because we're going to discuss a venue in Makati, which is supposedly a place na dapat speak and span and ready dapat for events like this. Tama po.
Opo. Ngayon, I just want to make clear that I am actually a resident and unit owner in Makati Palace Hotel. Okay?
Okay,
It's
so
a fun
we're
hotel.
talking about Makati Palace Hotel.
Yes po.
Opo.
Okay. Now, ever since I moved in here, this is definitely not a 5-star hotel. It is, if ever, a 3-star hotel. But there are condominiums that are also in the hotel, and they are part of the hotel. They have the same entrance as the hotel. On some floors where the condominiums are, there are also hotel rooms, etc. And they have not been taking care of the residents since the day I moved into this hotel.
Wait, Makati Palace Hotel. Wait, this sounds familiar. Kasi I think during the pandemic, I think this hotel had an issue. Parang
Yes,
there was a serious breach of
They
health protocols with this hotel. Tama po ba?
Yes po. I don't know if you recall, but they treated this hotel as I forget the term now, quarantine hotel, when
Yes.
in fact there are residents, elderly and babies living in this hotel. So there was a viral video that went viral because one of the residents was really getting angry at admin, and as a matter of fact, one member of the IATF confronted them because they snuck in seafarers into this hotel without showing that they were COVID-free. And this was at the height of the pandemic.
Yeah,
So-
I recall this issue that yun nga, they breach health protocols because they put in itong mga supposedly quarantined arrivals without any clearance at all.
no clearance po. No
and
clearance
did
po.
not it did not even consult the residents kasi may mga residents
No.
nga.
Yes, with elderly and babies po.
Yes.
And there
And,
was no vaccine yet.
Yes, they I think they like accepted lang itong mga arrivals that are supposed to be quarantined without any regard for existing tenants and hotel guests. Tama po?
That's correct po. And also, a member of the IATF also caught them on video and asked to talk to the doctor from the DOH. And the doctor did not come down to talk to the person with the IATF ID. And we found out, the residents and the unit owners, that in the end, one in fact escaped, was able to leave the hotel
Wow.
without them ever showing us any proof that nobody was positive for COVID and there was no vaccine yet.
Okay. No, ma'am. That incident, if I recall, it was it became viral. It trended in social media, and I was not able to follow it up through. But what I am interested to find out is if the local government did anything about that.
They finally did. Then Secretary Romulo, I believe. I don't know if I have it correct because right now I have a lot of issues that I want to mention. Just quite a few. Just as a resident and as a unit owner here
Mhm.
in this place. Anyway, the then tourism secretary was able to put a sanction on the hotel and say you are not a quarantine hotel. So you are not allowed to take in people where you have residents that are elderly with babies without even, number one, informing them. It's just against the law, period, unless you
Yeah.
are in fact a quarantine
You
hotel.
are designated by the government.
And they were not po.
Yes, you're supposed to be. The government should have like accredited you first before you can even accept.
And there was no way that the government would accredit a hotel
that has
with-
tenants.
that has unit owners
Yes.
that are living. It's mixed actually. Some floors are hotel floors, others are condos, where
Yes.
you have residents that are seniors that are also not only that but babies, as a matter of
Yes.
fact,
Yes.
and no vaccine issued. Now, notwithstanding what this hotel did, it still continues. There's a continuous fight between the welfare of the residents and the unit owners, and what the hotel wants to do, because the admin for the unit owners and the residents always make turo po the hotel. And the
Mhm.
hotel, I know, is making money because it is full. It is jam-packed. As a matter of fact, as going
It's
home
supposed to
today,
be because it's located in a very prime area.
yes, they normally have events on the third floor.
Yes.
Now, anyway, what I wanted to say is simple. Okay, when you pay association dues of a certain amount, you expect that you have your clean hallways, that the hallways are maintained. You expect that there is pest control. You expect that that you're taken care of, that your security and your welfare is safeguarded.
Yes.
In most condos and hotels po, you have a key card
Uh-huh.
to get po to your floor. Okay? Now, there are only 2 security guards that man the lobby. So,
Mhm.
I have witnessed people just walk in because they also have a cafe downstairs, just ask to use the restroom, and those people can just go to any floor,
Wow.
whether you're a resident po or a hotel guest, and they can just randomly knock on your door, or things can happen. Anybody can just go to you. There's no control because one, they don't have enough guards. So as a resident and unit owner, I have made appeals. Please hire more security. If not, please implement the key card.
No, I
They
mean,
don't.
if there's not enough key cards, why would they even like grant access?
No, the point is you don't even need a key card to get into the
I mean,
elevator.
exactly. I mean, why would they even allow people to get into the hotel and use and go to the floors just like that?
Well, there's one security guard that mans the door, and then if the other one is roving, he cannot control what the people in the cafe, for example, are doing. Any random person can just walk in here and
Wow.
say, kakain ako dun, tapos they can just go up to any floor. Okay, that's
Wow,
one.
wow. Yeah.
Number two, I mean,
That's a security nightmare.
that's a security nightmare, really. Anybody
Yes.
can follow you, follow you to your floor and do something to you. God forbid that happens to anybody here.
I mean, my God, Mom, I hope that this hotel is not being used by FIBA right now.
Well, I hope so too, because it will leave a very bad impression on the other countries about
Yeah,
the Philippines.
I mean, security-wise, I don't think this hotel will be like is adequate for such an event.
No, it's not po. And it's not only that. They
Yes.
really, I mean, it's not like, you come home. Sometimes I leave in the morning to go to
Mhm.
work.
Mhm.
I see a dead cockroach,
Wow.
maybe 2, 3, or 4 in the middle of the hallway po. When I get back at night, it's still there.
Wow.
There are tiles that are held together in the hallway, just where the residents are, not where the hotels are. Those are perfectly kept, spick and span, the hotel rooms.
And you're paying association dues.
Yes po, of about 5,900 pesos a month.
5,900 pesos a month, and like the tenancy is fully occupied.
Yes po.
Oh my.
Oh no, I don't know if the tenancy is of the residents. I mean, I'm
Well,
a one unit owner.
let's even assume like 70%. That's still
Well.
like you can still cover your monthly requirements: security, sanitation, maintenance. I'm
Well,
sure.
I've asked for receipts for
Uh-huh.
the pest control. They have failed to give them to me. Not only that po, it's not nice naman po to take a shower and have a cockroach crawl on you.
Yeah. True.
I mean, just before I got on the phone with you po, I just killed a gigantic one.
Oh my God. Excuse us, yung mga
I'm
kumakain.
sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
But I mean,
And then-
we have to discuss this. Yes.
And then they get away with it. I don't know how they can get away with it. There are only 2 elevators that work. Okay, the third one has been non-functional since the day I moved in. This is pre-pandemic. I didn't think that I would put my money, my hard-earned money, into. It's not like it's a house in Forbes or anything like that. But I pity naman the residents and the unit owners here that don't have the guts to come out and say something about it, because they have really abused us and they don't take care of us. Can you imagine you're walking in the hallway and then you see tiles there put together with a piece of paper? You're paying 5,900 a month po of association
Wow.
dues.
Yeah.
And then you can smell pet urine. I mean, my goodness. They're not even strict with the pets. I have nothing against pets. But do I have to undergo this every single time I come home? It's stressful.
I mean, let's make it clear, ma'am. Everyone is paying association dues.
Yes, everybody that lives here has to pay.
And then they have like the occupancy rate of the hotel is.
The hotel is so
I'm
full.
sure. Yeah.
It's so
Uh,
full. And then as
and
we
yet, they don't have anything at all with regards to sanitation measures.
well, they say they do, but apparently they don't because I have to call their attention and I have pictures on my phone that I don't even want to share. I don't want to discuss
Okay.
with viewers. But, it's not any more fair to the people who live here. And if they can't speak, then I'm going to speak
So, ma'am,
because,
you're saying that the hotel is not being maintained properly. It's not
well,
even like
I think the hotel is for a three-star hotel, but not
the
the condominium
the condominium side.
and the resident side. We are
Okay.
always neglected. The only
Okay.
good people I mean, the people who really try to take care of us here are the security guards, and they are lacking in security guards.
But
And
but we
and
have to be clear, ma'am. The hotel, the residence, and the condominium are part and parcel of one property
yes,
and one management.
It's owned by Swire Realty.
Swire Realty.
Yes, po.
Hmm.
And not only that, po.
Okay.
I just want to say that, of course, I don't particularly enjoy talking like this about a place where I live in.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, it's also not right that the hotel is making all this money and then there's turuan between the admin of the condo and the hotel saying
Mhm.
the admin says, no, the hotel, kasi, but, you know, this is the year 2023, 2023. They claim to be a hotel that can house so many people. Why? As I was going home today, as I went into the elevator, there was an old man that was in the elevator with me. But by the way, the lines for the elevators are long because there's only two that are working and they're dirty. The floor is dirty of the elevator. There was
Okay.
this very nice old man in the hotel with a mask, wearing a mask. I did not have mine on. And since I fractured three ribs, I am very careful about my getting hit. So I walk in, and then on the third floor, about 10 people come into the hotel. Sorry, into the elevator, carrying food and drinks. And the old man's like, "Hey," he was like, "Watch it," like, and then the buzzer was going off, on the elevator.
Overloaded na. Yeah.
Overloaded na. Yet these people continue to stay in. At a certain point, I said, please stop because
Oh.
there are old people in this elevator.
Wow.
Okay. So finally, I got off on my floor and I thought, okay, I'm going to cut. I said, okay, they cleaned up the tiles because I showed them pictures. I sent it to them and I said, I'm really going to go public with this already if you don't do something. But I know, so they cleaned that up. And then
Mhm.
I said, okay, well, okay, I can rest after a long day of work. Well, only to find out that just before I called you, Pa, there was a gigantic, I could hear something in the background. And the gigantic, sorry to say, ipis came out and I stepped on it. And I said, my goodness, if they're doing regular pest control, why is this happening? I thought I had it under control. I bought every kind of pest control I could buy.
Mhm.
I've tried everything now.
Mhm.
And it's just not right. I mean, my goodness, you go to throw out your garbage, the garbage bin is open.
Wow.
It's these maintenance people, they look overworked. They're good people. Don't get me wrong. The people that work
Yeah.
here, they're
Yeah.
good people. They're kind, but they can only handle so much.
Yeah.
And, I just had to let it out. I'm sorry. But it had to be said. Because somebody has to start the ball rolling because it's not fair that the owner of this, and they're probably so sick of me already, and admin and some other residents that, have been constantly complaining. It's not, this is Makati, okay? It's supposed to be a clean place. It's not supposed to be a place where you have to worry about when you get home, if you're in the shower, what's going to happen. I mean, who,
Yeah. I mean, I can feel the your Your misery, ma'am. But we have to. I think we have to call the attention already of the Makati City government here. Uh, have there been like formal complaints filed with the Makati LGU,
No,
ma'am?
that's why I wanted to get your advice, Paul. What should we do? What should
Yeah,
I do?
I
Because I
think
think
because it's also
I
part
you
of
know
the
I
job of
think
Makati LGU to regularly inspect uh, premises like that.
well, I have to say that during the height of the pandemic, we could not get, well, maybe because it was pandemic now, but we could not get the attention of anybody except for
Mm-hmm.
a person that was running for Congress
Yeah.
at that time. I don't know, like I'm probably the only one that is going to have to lodge or file this complaint. But I'm sure that if they get a wind of it, they will prepare for that inspection.
Yes, I think what we can do right now is really call the attention of the local government unit of Makati, Mayor Binay, Mayor Abi Binay. Maybe this is one of the things that you should like look into aside from your problem with the gig. Uh, Kasi ma'am, alam niyo po, yung mga ganyang premises, they are supposed to be inspected on a regular basis by Makati City government. And that inspection kasi will be the basis of their renewal of their building permits and business permits. So there should be really like an obligatory inspection being made by Makati. And I'm sure that when a formal complaint is also filed, all the more that they should act on it. And that is something that should somehow, I believe that would uh, have that kind of attention from management of this hotel, this hotel condo
Well,
residence.
apparently the owner of the Swire Realty, I have to also look into the fact. In fact, at that time, one of the residents was saying, "How come there's nobody on the board of the association that's a resident?"
Hmm?
So yes, there's nobody on the board. I believe that's a resident. I have to double check that. Only this person is so busy right now because she's quite famous.
But
Um,
you have like a homeowners association.
yes, homeowners association. There is no homeowner there.
That's strange.
It's all names of people that are part. I believe. I don't want to be, giving
Yeah.
information that's not accurate. But I believe that they are part of the
Management. Yeah,
Swire
yeah.
Realty and the management. So anyway, I believe that Swire Realty has quite a lot of property,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wanted to have somebody listen to me, po. That's all.
Yeah. I think thank you ma'am for calling and again your concerns and your issues are very valid considering that what we're talking about here is part of our hospitality industry and it's
And
also
yes, and I
yes,
believe that the Philippines, should have make a good impression. I
correct.
don't know if they're happy with, showing everybody that this hotel, you go into the elevator, the floors are dirty. I mean,
Yes,
clean them
yes.
at least. For
No, and not only that, but because the security issue, that one is really very disconcerting. For me, that's something that is very serious enough that that it should really be looked into because what if there are tourists there and then all of the sudden, eh, I mean, God forbid that a crime is committed there by persons who are not supposed to be in the hotel but were let in, or because the security is so lax that a crime would ensue, and which could have been prevented had there been really adequate security.
that's true, Bob.
Yeah.
Actually, fee
So
cards should be required.
yes, yes. And all the more that we are like trying to recover from pandemic, and also at the same time We wanted tourists to come in and to feel, secure when they visit our country. We want them to have a good time. We want them to have a good impression of our country. And if something like, a hotel like Makati Palace Hotel would be this so inadequate when it comes to their maintenance and their security and their upkeep of the premises, then it will not just be a reflection of the management of the hotel, but also of of the country, di ba?
Yes po. And I don't want the Philippines to have that impression.
Yes. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you for
Well,
calling.
thank you po for listening to me po. It's
Yes.
just quite disconcerting, and I think that the people should be aware po.
Yeah, you have to excuse us that we cannot identify or call you by name because also for your own security and
Well,
ano,
yes, because I wouldn't put it past them to, I mean, never mind. I don't want to say anything more,
yes,
but
also we would like to again call the attention of our local government of Makati. Mayor Abby Binay, maybe something should be done with this issue. And maybe we might have a complaint, Mayor Binay. We might have a formal complaint being coming your way with this issue po. So abangan nyo po, Mayor. Or wag nyo nakabangan, Mayor. Gawin nyo na po ng aksyon. Pwede naman po yan na meron kaming citizens appeal ngayon eh. So, and there's already this resident complaining. So, dapat po aksyonan nyo na to, Mayor. Paratingin nga natin to kay Mayor, ha? Sige. So, maraming salamat po, ma'am. Thank you very much.
maraming salamat, Mr. Lopez. Maraming salamat, mga kapugad. I'm a very big fan of your program po.
Salamat po, salamat.
Maraming salamat po.
All right. So, yan
Okay.
mga kababayan, thank you to our caller. Hindi po natin siya pwedeng pangalanan dahil para din sa kanyang kapakanan. But again, kung to reiterate lang po yung ating naging usapan dito, we're talking about our country now hosting a very prestigious, a very popular event worldwide. So, ngayon, dapat po ang ating bansa talaga ready. And, this event po, itong FIBA World Cup, it's all over the news. It will be all over the news internationally. And the sporting world, talaga pong the international sporting world is nakatutok dito ngayon sa ating bansa because we are co-hosting this event. And again, marami pong dagsa ngayon dito sa ating bayan ngayon. Marami pong mga basketball aficionados ang nandito ngayon. At ito po mga kababayan, hindi po basta-basta itong event na to because all the known players around the world ay nandito, pumunta rito, maglalaro dito. And you already have seen news of the Team USA basketball, the basketball team of United States of America, di ba? The powerhouse team made up of NBA players. Ayan. Nandiyan po ang aking si Austin Reeves. Hello, Austin. Good evening sa'yo. Laker fan here. And then, syempre, ang coach nila dyan, si Steve Kerr. Yan, isa sa mga pinakamahusay na coach sa basketball. So, kaya nga po sinasabi ko, itong ang ating bayan, I really hope that, we are ready for. And I am hoping that our government talaga pong pinagandaan ito. Yung pong samahan ng basketball ng Pilipinas, the governing body of our national basketball program, I am hoping that talaga pong nag-coordinate kayo sa ating national government, not only sa sports but even sa DILG, sa MMDA, pati ang Department of Tourism dapat nandyan din. Because really, guys, it will be just, it will be in another lifetime bago tayo makapag-host ulit nitong FIBA World Cup. And, we don't want this opportunity na nandito na ngayon, masayang or masira ang ating imahe because, hindi natin pinaghandaan niya. Pero kanina, yung traffic talagang kinakabahan po ako dahil di ko alam, may panawagan pa nga na sana mag-declare na ng holiday sa mga eskwelahan at sa mga... Kasi kasabay din ng pagpasok ng pasukan na. Tapos syempre yung mga... Alam nyo, galing tayo sa pandemic so ngayon lang din po bumubuhos o ngayon lang din ulit bumabalik na yung sigla sa trabaho, sa negosyo, 'di ba? Sa mga industriya, sa mga lahat ng mga dati na yung mga work from home, tsaka yung mga dating hindi pa ano lang, nandyan lang, hindi pa makapasok. Ngayon po, sabay-sabay. Ang eskwelahan ngayon, normal na, bumalik na sa mga eskwelahan, di ba? At yun nga pala, pag-usapan natin next time yung eskwelahan na kasi alam nyo, yung pong direktiba ngayon ng DepEd, sa akin, simple lang po yan, yung direktiba ng DepEd. Simple lang po yan about yung decluttering tsaka yung dapat a classroom that is so clutter-free. Walang nakadikit na kung ano-ano sa pader at sa mga mesa at sa upuan, sa mga silya, di ba? I mean, for me, that is a very good directive and that is something that, very basic. I mean, for me, ang maganda po talaga, lalo na sa impression ng isang bata, yung malinis. Alam nyo, ang mga bata very impressionable di ba? I mean, madali silang makikita, madali nilang ma-absorb ang isang bagay. Pag nakikita nila dyan, hindi mo pinapaliwanagan. Tumatanim na sa kanila yung kuwan. Now, there are arguments na, yung mga nasa pader daw, yung mga nakadikit dyan, are learning aids or learning or visuals that are needed to heighten the learning experience. But I think, alam niyo po, in a, I think it is really more of yung sinasabi po ni Vice President Inday Sara Duterte that the learning process, especially at that tender age, yung sa mga primary and yung sa elementary, ang importante po dyan talagang yung interaction between the teacher and the student. And yung mga learning aids, yung mga visuals, pwede naman niya ipakita Pero hindi mo ididikit o kung ididikit mo man, ididikit mo lang doon sa pader o doon sa blackboard or whatever doon sa harapan only during the time na tinuturo mo. Di ba? Para din yung focus ng mga bata nandun lang din. Di ba? Hindi yung parang pag nandyan na, nakadikit dyan, wala na, taken for granted na yan. Parang dumaan na lang yan, passing fancy. Yun na yun. Because I don't know kung ilang beses na ba yan na may marami ng incidents o marami na tayong taon na may experience ng ganyan. And yet, I don't think kung nakatulong talaga sa ng bata, di ba? So, why not this clutter-free? Why not this very clean classroom to start with? I so agree with this. It's very basic. And again, babalik na po tayo talaga ulit yung ang importante po talaga, and I think the problem with this country, mga kababayan, is really yung ating mga basic, yung ating fundamentals, yung ating values with regards to how we conduct ourselves. And even while we are students, hindi pa ngayon na tayo ay mga empleyado ng mga opisyales, tayo ay mga kawani o tayo manggagawa, di ba? O tayo motorista, pedestrian, commuter, traveler, Di ba? Ah, yung pagiging estudyante, yan, napaka-critical po na dapat mai-hammer natin or maituro natin yung tamang pundasyon, yung tamang values para yung formation nila, di ba? Yung kanilang formative years, talaga naman pong magiging solid at alam mo na yun mo magiging matibay, di ba? I mean, sa akin, yung kalinisan sa classroom, yung walang kalat, yung very prim and very orderly yung classroom. Yung tipong blackboard, teacher's table, tapos sa ano yung pinaka main is yung mga table ng mga estudyante and chairs. I think, kung meron yung may projector yan, may projector screen, di ba? Yun ang mga, may TV dyan. Yun, pwede yun di ba? Andun ang visuals. Kung may computer, I think doon mo pwede ipakita ang visuals. But again, sa akin, hindi, I don't think na ang gusto niyong mangyari po ni Inday Sara, ni Vice President, is not really yung bawasan yung mga learning visuals, but enhance the educational experience. Enhance the education process. Enhance the system of education in our country. And I think, maliit na bagay po yan kung tutuusin. Napakaliit, pero napaka-basic. At kung dyan po mag-umpisa sa malinis na kwarto, everything will follow. Diba? Everything else will follow. Everything else, sunod-sunod na po yan after ng yung clean classroom, yung discipline na ang susunod. Diba? To maintain it that way. Diba? Diba galit na galit tayo sa mga vandalism, galit na galit tayo sa mga binababo, yung mga kalsada, yung mga gate, yung mga fence, diba? Ayaw na ayaw natin yung mga walkway, yung mga pader na mga stations ng ating public transportation, di ba? Sa bata, pag umpisa pa lang nakikita na niyang malinis yung kanyang paligid. At alam niyo, ang bata, how many hours spent in the classroom, di ba? So for me, hindi lang naman po yung pinaka bare na classroom, yung pinaka ano po dyan yung objective. Hindi lang naman po yung ang gusto po ni PPISD dyan na yung classroom bare. It's more than that. I think it's more of, really enhancing the teaching experience and the learning experience by, by having a very clean surrounding. Tapos you get to focus on what is being lectured at that moment. Di ba? So, and dun po talaga papasok yung disiplina. So, yan po yan sa akin dyan. That is my take on that. And gaya po nung isang post ko na kailan lang, I think kahapon ko ba pinost yun, that, that is why in Japan, ganun po ang maganda po, napakaganda po ng Japanese education. One of the best in the world, di ba? I think overall, Japan is number 10 sa best educational systems in the world. So, for me, yung ganung manner of sa Japan that, clutter-free ang mga classrooms. And then from there, clutter-free ang classrooms. Tapos that part of the curriculum is that I think in Japan, walang janitor, walang iisa lang or napaka ano ng maintenance crew sa mga schools because the students are being taught how to take care of the classrooms, of the equipment, of the things inside the classrooms. So they are the ones, after the class itself, they will be the ones na magliligpit, they will be the ones na itatidy up yung lugar, yung classroom mismo, lilinisin, bago sila umalis. Di ba? It's why, look, di ba, hangang-hanga tayo sa mga Hapon pag may mga public events, pag yung may mga crowd events, yung maraming crowd, pag tapos po nung event like a concert or a sports di ba? A sporting event, yung sa World Cup football na na-experience natin na talagang prominently featured yung mga Japanese fans that after the game na nandun yung team nila, whether manalo matalo, yung Japanese crowd, yung pong mga Japanese na nanood dun sa stadium, hindi po sila aalis kagad, basta-basta. Ang ginagawa po nila, nililigpit po nila yung lugar nila sa stadium. And in fact, even po yung hindi nila lugar, nililinis din nila. Ang ginagawa nila, sila yung naiiwan sa stadium. Tapos, yun nga, may dala-dala pa silang mga sarili nilang mga trash bags. And yun ang ginagawa po ng mga Hapon. Not only yung crowd, but even the team itself na nag-participate sa sporting event, yung Japanese national team, hindi mo daw makikitaan yung kanilang dressing room, yung kanilang locker room, na madumi at magulo. Diba? Bilib na bilib po ang mga competitors, ang mga kalaban, ang mga officials, ang mga organizers ng isang event every time may Japanese participation because the Japanese really know how to take care of, of the venue, of the event, the equipment, di ba? Napakadisiplinado po nila. And that says a lot, mga kababayan. That says a lot about the character of that national, di ba? I mean, for me, talagang saludo tayo sa mga Hapon pagdating sa ganyan. And I really hope, and I think that is also what our Vice President, Ma'am Inday Sara Duterte, really wanted to inculcate to our students na ganito, na, bata pa lang, create that impression already of neatness, of orderliness, of discipline, that ito ang ganito ang kailangan natin. To me, again, very basic po yung direktiba na yan ng DepEd, but napakalaking bagay po niyan for the value formation of our students. Diyan nyo po umpisahan yan, and I'm sure sunod-sunod na po ang magiging pundasyon natin pagdating sa kung gaano magiging how we will develop character for our students. Alam nyo, yan yung hindi po nakikita ng iba, na nakita po ni Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. And I'm sure it also comes from that frustration of hers. I'm sure that it also comes from a place that, this is what she really wanted for us Filipinos. Yung disiplina. I think, I'm sure ano man ang political color mo, mga kababayan, ano man ang political leaning mo ngayon, alisin natin yung pagiging dilawan, alisin natin yung pagiging DDS, loyalista, pulawan, pula, o whatever. Alisin natin yan. Pag-usap tayo ngayon bilang Pilipino, at sinasabi ko sa inyo ngayon, bilang Pilipino, alam ko nagkakasundo tayong lahat. Tayo, na mga Pilipino, na nagkakaintindihan po tayo na ang isa sa kulang natin, disiplina. Ano man ang iyong paniniwala, o ano man ang iyong relihiyon, o ano man ang iyong political leaning, alam mo sa sarili mo, alam mo sa paligid mo, alam mo sa atin, at alam mo na kahit ikaw yung nagba-violate at ikaw yung laging nagko-commit ng mga infraction, lahat po tayo guilty dyan, ha? Lahat po tayo guilty dyan. Lahat po tayo mga Pilipino, I'm sure guilty ho sa lack of discipline. Isa na ho siguro ako dyan, sasabihin ko. Kulang na kulang ho tayo sa disiplina. And kaya nga ho, dapat talaga magsimula sa atin. And I think, yung ginagawa po ni Vice President Inday Sara Duterte, beyond yung saying na malinis ang classroom, beyond saying that, you know, yung orderliness, tsaka yung clutter-free, believe you me, beyond that, I think what Inday Sara Duterte, our Vice President, would really want to happen is for us to really start developing discipline. Mga kababayan, it will go a long way for our progress development, not only of our country, but of our own character. Tandaan niyo po yan. Kaya ako excited for a Sara Duterte presidency because, you know, I'm hoping that, you know, by 2028, it will happen because for me, really, ito ngayon, yung pinapakita po niya ngayon, ito po inuumpisa niya ngayon. Yung ginagawa niya that laying this out, this foundation for the development of discipline is something that, you know, I look forward to that would really, really, really now awaken every Filipino na ito po talaga kailangan natin. Alam ko po yan, aminado po tayo dyan lahat. Tayo po, mga Pilipino. Lalong-lalo na kung ikaw ay Pilipino nasa ibang bansa, alam mo, ikaw disiplinado ka. Pag nasa ibang bansa ka, sumusunod ka. Inaalam mo kung ano yung mga regulasyon at susundin mo. Hindi ka basta-basta tatawid, hindi ka basta-basta magko-cross ng traffic, yung hindi mo basta-basta iano mga traffic, ano dyan, signs. Sa pila, hindi ka basta-basta magbe-break ng pila o, you know, mga kababayan, again, disiplina. You know, ironically, it was a Marcos presidency who started the path towards discipline. And right now, I am hoping that with the Marcos at the helm right now, I hope that that revival, that discipline campaign will be revived and made more, ano po talaga ngayon, talagang gawin po talagang national program. Because it's the only way, mga kababayan. This is the only way. And with that, natapos na naman po tayo ng isang oras. Dito po sa Pugad Vloggers, ako po ang inyong lingkod ngayong Huwebes, August 24. Happy birthday po sa aking anak na si Mikey and sa aking pamangkin na si Jean. Happy birthday sa inyo. Happy birthday din po kay 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗲𝗿. Miss ko na si Kobe. And the others po who are celebrating their birthdays today. And belated happy birthday sa mga nagse-celebrate kahapon, isang araw, at yung magse-celebrate bukas, happy birthday and sa mga susunod na araw ng Agosto. So, happy birthday po sa inyo lahat and maraming salamat po mga kababayan. Hindi ko na nabati yung mga nasa studio natin sa ating audience ngayon. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Magandang gabi po. Tayo po ay dito sa Pugad Vloggers Monday to Friday 7 to 8 p.m. We are being live stream, broadcast, simulcast over Sky Cable Channel 224, TV Plus boxes, 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗲𝗿𝘀 at sa mga digital free-to-air TV, including TV29. Radyo Bandido channel. And also sa Facebook and YouTube, we are being live stream po. Simulcast din. While the show is ongoing on air sa cable TV and sa AM radio. Pati po sa Facebook and sa YouTube via DZRJ 810 AM Facebook channel and YouTube channel. Also, kung meron kayong apps like Radio Garden, Streama, and TuneIn apps, mapapakinggan nyo ang Pugad Vloggers at iba pang programa ng DZRJ 8:10 AM Radyo Bandido. So, magandang gabi po. Ako inyong lingkod, Mark Lopez. Patugtugin na ang Pugad Vloggers Team Song!
Pugad Vloggers, Pugad Vloggers.